I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. Now on the Homestead Honey Hour this week we are going to be having a guest by the name of Chris, and Chris is with Legacy Foods, and he sent all of the honeys a sample of some of their products, and he sent me this Pasta Primavera, and I'm getting ready to cook that up so we can sample it. And he also sent us this, what they're calling powdered chocolate milk. And we're doing a taste test. I am not tasting this. I detest milk products, all of that. So I'm leaving this to Rick and the girls. Molly is here with us right now. And I mixed some up, and I actually used my mixer in the glass. And it's not, you know, dissolved very quickly. And it's sticking to the sides of the glass. I don't know if there would be a difference if I allowed it to sit for a little while.
It's foaming at the top.
But it is foamy. It's some of the mix is sitting on the top.
Maybe we use warm water to mix it with.
I don't know if you use warm. It says to mix it with cold water. But I've not personally spoken with Chris. I know that Cat's Cradle has done that. Cat's Cradle and Bear Prepper have both put up videos of their reviews of this product, and they both got different entrees than I did. And Bev, the Mrs. Volpe, I don't know that she's gotten hers yet because she lives in Canada and it takes a little bit longer for her to receive things than it does for us in the States. But my only concern here is that this is called chocolate milk, and it says vegetarian, gluten-free, no MSG, no trans fat, low in fat, low in cholesterol. Well, that all may be true, but this chocolate milk, I think, should more likely be called chocolate drink, because the first ingredient here is sugar. The second ingredient is non-dairy creamer, and it proceeds to list a litany of artificial ingredients, etc., including, well, palm oil is not artificial. Maltodextrin is a sweetener. There's sodium caseinate, which I believe, and I shall just not say it because I'm not sure. There's a couple of agents to keep it from not getting clumpy. But there's non-fat dry milk is the third ingredient, cocoa is the fourth, vanilla powder is the fifth, and there's some salt, some xanthan gum, and some baking soda, which I'm not really certain what purpose that serves. But in any case, Rick just tried some, and I want him to tell you what he thinks of it.
I thought it was comparable to Yoo-hoo. It tastes a lot like Yoo-hoo, same texture.
And then that's something that Paladin Prepper and Prepper A happened to say as well, that it tasted very similar.
Kick him out.
To Yoo-hoo. Get out. We're having cat issues, sorry. I don't dislike Yoo-hoo. In fact, I really enjoy Yoo-hoo. So let me taste that. Can you tell? It doesn't look like, you know, chocolate milk, but
it's powdery.
It doesn't have a milk texture.
It does to me. It tastes very similar to Yoo-hoo, except it's a little bit richer. And I think maybe a little chocolatier than Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
It's not bad. In fact, it's very pleasant, I have to say. My first thought when I smelled it, and I gave it a tiny little taste before, was it tastes like chocolate pudding before it sets. Instant chocolate pudding. It has a really nice mouthfeel. It's not gritty when you drink it. It is sticking to the sides of the glass, but I think I just made it, so maybe if you let it sit for a little while, it just dissolves a bit. Molly, what do you think of it?
It's good, but it's like, I think it's grainy when you drink it.
You think it's grainy?
Yeah.
And that, I think that's all a personal...
Makes your mouth feel weird.
And that's because of the non-dairy creamer. That's the palm oil in the non-dairy creamer. I don't know, non-dairy creamer, I just don't think that it should be used in a cold application. So I'm wondering if we made this with warm water and then let it get cold, if it would make a difference in the texture and in the final product. I wonder if we made it with warm water.
I'm wondering what would happen if you tried to cook it up like pudding.
You wonder that, and then you don't want to put it over vanilla ice cream. You just keep on wondering that, honey. Okay, so our review, I guess, is successful. That we all enjoy it. I guess the question would be, would I buy this for my food storage? Probably not, because first of all, we're not really big chocolate milk drinkers in this house. Chocolate milk is one of those things you get $1 for, and when you see it at the farmer's market, we buy a half a gallon of it, and we drink it, and half of it goes bad because we can't drink it fast enough because that first glass was just enough.
I think we would prefer lightly flavored water.
Yeah, I think that in a serious situation, I would rather have things to flavor my water with. Like, I would rather have a weaker water with a citrus flavor, or like orange, or a fruitier taste to it, just to encourage me to drink the water, because you just never know what kind of a situation you're going to be in. And especially if you have children, you know, and you're thinking about children in your food storage. My girls are old enough that I don't really need to coax them to do that.
It's right behind you.
What? It is right behind. I just spent 10 minutes looking for this silly thing. Do you think I could find it when I needed it? Of course not. This is my drink whisk. I totally forgot where it was. Where is that thing? There it is. He just found it. See?
I spy.
I spy. Okay. So, we like it. Would I buy it? Probably not, but I wouldn't discourage people from buying it, because I think it's important to have a very large variety in your food storage.
If you had younger kids, they probably like it, really like it.
Yeah, and I think that this could also serve as a hot cocoa in a pinch, because you could add any number. You know what? I bet if you mix this with like cold milk, I bet it would make it even richer and more chocolate milk-like, because I just don't think there's enough milk in it.
Okay, I'll try it.
He will too. Don't worry. Now it's open, and we'll use it until it's gone. But that's our take on the chocolate drink mix, chocolate powdered chocolate milk, and call it the right thing, by Legacy. Now I am getting ready to fix this Pasta Primavera, and we're all going to try it. This makes 6 servings, and I'll just go over these things now. This is a vegetarian, uses sea salt, no MSG, no trans fat, low cholesterol. It says to boil, or to bring 6 cups of water to a boil. So that's what we're doing. And I will come back when this is ready, because I have to whisk it in there and simmer for 15 to 18 minutes. And then I have to remove it from the heat. And it says that you can add 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine. Now, in a true survival situation, you're probably not going to have butter or margarine to add in here, so I am not going to add it. I'm going to cook it as directed, and then we're going to give you our thoughts on it. So we'll be back. I'm back. And I made the Pasta Primavera. Okay? This is the bag it came in. This is the Pasta Primavera. And the reason that you see it is in a 4-cup measuring cup is because it made just about 4 cups of finished product. Now, it called for 6 cups of boiling water, and then you had to cook it for 18 minutes, and that's what we have done. One of my first things that I notice is that Pasta Primavera is supposed to be full of vegetables. The only vegetables that are visible are peas. It claims to have broccoli in it, but I see no evidence of broccoli, and there's mushroom powder, so I'm not going to see any mushrooms. It's kind of pulverized in there, and there's also parsley flakes. This is supposed to serve 6 people. If you take 4 cups and make it into 6 servings, this is how much you're going to get. You're going to get that much. That's 2/3 of a cup, or thereabouts. Okay? That, for one, is not, I believe, it's not, I mean, if you are hungry and this is all you had to eat, I would absolutely say great. However, I don't think that it serves 6 people. I think that it serves 4 people, because the end product is 4 cups, and I don't think a cup is too much of a serving when you round this out with something else from your food storage. I have tasted it off camera, and so has Rick. I don't really care for it myself.
It wouldn't be our first choice.
It wouldn't be my first choice. If it was the only thing I had left, I would be happy that I had it to feed my family. Okay? It will keep us alive. However, I don't like it. I don't like the way it tastes. It has a bitter aftertaste to me. The noodles didn't really cook evenly. Some of them are really hard, and some of them are mushy. So there's, I don't know what's up with that, but I don't know if it's something in the manufacturing process or what, but, and it could have been the way, whoops, sorry, it could have been the way that I cooked it, but I don't think that I cooked it. Oops, sorry. You'll just come along while I'm cooking my macaroni here, and I'm talking. That should be good. I cooked up that Pasta Primavera for us to try, because I was not planning to eat that for dinner. I mean, I'm making something else for supper. But anyway, I want to address some of the ingredients, and I want to also, I am not ripping on this product. I was asked to give an honest assessment, and this is my honest assessment, and if it's brutally honest, I apologize. I think it's very important to have food storage, for everyone to have food storage. I think that this type of company is a fabulous resource for people who are starting out, who want to have ready-to-go meals, add water. If you're planning on bugging out, if you live in the city and you need to go, you get some of these buckets, you keep them on hand, you have them ready at the door. If you have to leave, you're taking your food with you, and I think that is a super important aspect for anyone's plan. Rick and I don't plan on bugging out. We plan on bugging in, if at all possible, if something should happen, okay? But for the long term, I think that it's a good idea to have some things like this in your storage. All of our animals are going nuts, so I apologize. I have one more beef. This label says no MSG. Okay? And although the other honeys may not have mentioned this, I'm going to mention it. This label says contains no MSG, yet on the ingredients list 3 separate times, autolyzed yeast extract is mentioned as a part of the ingredients. It's mentioned as a part of the ingredients for the mushroom powder, the onion powder, and just as an additive to the entire mix. Anyone who's familiar with food additives or flavor enhancers will know that autolyzed yeast extract is nothing more than a pseudonym or another name for MSG, monosodium glutamate. Like I said, I'm not trying to rag on the company. They have made us aware that they're doing everything that they can to improve their product and get away from all the badness like the GMO and what have you. I also understand that It has to be extremely difficult to make a shelf-stable, long-term food storage product that is free of any type of food additives or preservatives. I get that, okay? This is a personal choice for me. I could store the things that I need in my food storage to make this myself without having any additives and still have a product that lasted 30 years. It would just be on the shelf in separate components and I would have to make it. That being said, I think this would be a good product for people to consider if they're just getting started on their food storage.
Yes, it's a good startup product.
And if they didn't cook, because add water and stir is real simple, and being self-sufficient is extremely important. So overall, would I buy it? Probably not. But would I encourage others to buy it? Probably so, if they're just getting started and they feel at a loss if they don't know where to go. I definitely think that Legacy is doing a really good job of trying to do a good job. So I think that I'll look forward to talking to Chris tomorrow night. I promise I'll be good. I promise I don't bite at first. But I think it's just a personal choice. I think that we all have to educate ourselves in our own way and know what we want to know so that we can make the best choices for ourselves and our family. Overall, this isn't bad, but I don't really care for it myself. I didn't ask Rick what he thought of it. What was your first impression, flavor-wise?
My first impression was the noodles were, for me, very grainy, hard.
Mm-hmm. They said I don't think there wasn't a lot of consistency.
Almost like they were filled with powdered cheese.
Well, they are filled with powdered cheese.
Okay, they didn't cook all the way through.
Well, that could be. I don't know. But I cooked them the required amount of time, and now that it's sat out a bit, it has thickened up. But there's not a lot of vegetables in here, and I don't know. Peas are another starch, so. And broccoli, I can't really see it. That doesn't mean it's not in there. But when I see broccoli on the ingredients, I hope to see it in there somewhere, but it's not there. And mushrooms, I get it. Mushroom, it's not even mushroom powder. It's mushroom flavor. So that could be anything. It's just mushroom flavor. It has mushroom powder in it. But that is my honest assessment. And you can tune in. The good folks at Legacy, Chris at Legacy, is giving away 3 prizes tomorrow night on the Homestead Honey Hour. We will be interviewing him during the first 30 minutes of our show on PrepperBroadcasting.com, and he will be giving away 3 prizes. And we will be asking questions, and the way it's going to work is the first person to answer correctly in the chat room will be the happy recipient of one of Chris's generous prizes. So. Tune in tomorrow night to the Homestead Honey Hour, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific Time. And tune shine into the chat for your chance to win one of these great packages. And listen to us talk to Chris about Legacy, their new company, their products, and all of that. So, I hope this has been helpful. I'm sorry if it was a little brutal, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. So, I hope that you enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see ya.